Welcome back to Fandom Fights. Yes, I am Caleb Ho. No, actually, Caleb lost to me, so I actually took control of all Fandom for beating him in round one. No, that's actually not the case. He's actually trying to hit on a girl right now, so I'm helping him out with hosting, and I got my really good friend here, Brooklyn Vale. Brooklyn, you are the mom to the dad, the Bert to the Ernie. How are you doing tonight, and are you looking forward to this match?
Good. It was just a long day at work, so I got to make sure that the other leagues get their matches in and whatnot. How fitting that we are in the 1-16 seed. We have Dom versus Tom. The battle of the rhyming names. Who will be on top?
Yes, this is a very interesting match because on paper, since Thomas is new, he shouldn't technically be a 16 seed. He actually should be higher. He's actually a really good Fandom player that we have here. But then we got Dom. Dom has been on a tear. He's only lost one match, and it came in a triple threat. So he's not really great at strategy. Thomas actually has really good strategy. So other than that, we'll see how this match plays out. We're going to cut it to promos right now.
The journey continues. I beat Henry Sanchez in the first round. Beat him pretty hard. Love Henry. He's a great competitor. Great guy, but he was in my way, so I had to go right through him. My last match, I played the best I've ever played here at Multiplex. I played the best Phantom match I've ever played. I put up 17 points in the first two rounds. That's nothing to sneeze at, but I got the biggest test I've ever faced. I got the #1 seed. I got the 6th win, never lost a head-to-head match in Fandom, Dominic Rizzi. Dom, you're a hell of a player, but tonight, you are Virginia, I'm UMBC. This is my time. My road will continue past tonight, and at the end of this match, I believe that the Warhawk will be standing on top. That's it.
Okay, we are back in Fandom, and here's the thing. Rizzi's the #1 seed. He went through, he kicked the shit out of Boatman. He's going to do the same thing to the lesser half of Mischief Managed right now. I don't even got to talk for the guy. Rizzi, you go for it.
Oh, hey, I'm back. Thomas, I just want to say that might have been the most serious I've ever seen anybody be in these promos, and that was amazing, so I give props to you for that. But it doesn't matter. I'm still going to wipe the floor on you. Good job for beating Henry, though. And Cody, you suck. Brooklyn, I love you. I miss you. And yeah, I'm just here to play and have fun like I always do. So let's do this.
Back at the desk after those interesting promos, we had one introduce a sports ball reference, which probably made Caleb his brain explode because he doesn't know what really that is besides Vikings football. And Dom and Caleb kind of did a promo. He said he didn't need him to talk for him, but he still talked for him. It's very awkward. How are you feeling? Oh, by the way, Thomas, great job for beating Henry. We must know a different Henry when you say he's a great guy, but we must know a different one. But Brooklyn, what do you think about those promos?
I mean, I'm sort of sad that they made a NCAA reference. Like, as a Canadian, I have no idea. Like, you could have talked about like UPEI or UNB or Carleton, the great basketball college team from Ottawa. But yeah, they had to stick with their American college sports
because most of us are American. That's fine, though. All right, so we are going to get right into this with introductions. Introducing first, coming to the ring with a record of 6-1, Dominic, the movie nerd Rizzi, and his opponent, coming to the ring with a record of 2-1, Thomas, the Warhawk Scully. Awesome. Those are my introductions because I don't really care about this. All right. So, Brooklyn, you're going to break down the rules of round one first?
All right. So, round one is going to work like this. You have 15 seconds to write down your answers on your whiteboard, pen or paper, cat, or sandwich. You do not discriminate what you write your answers on. Once the 15 seconds is up, you will speak as well as reveal your answer. Each question is worth up to 1 point. You will have 3 repeats as well as a challenge if you feel that a question was worded poorly or the answer is incorrect. Be sure to throw that flag out, and we will judge it accordingly. Any questions before we start?
Nope.
Let's do it.
So again, you guys do have those 3 repeats and 1 challenge. Question number 1, guys. I'll kick it off. Scores and soundtracks. Who composed the music for the film Captain Marvel? I kind of like this. The doc that you created, it's like Mardi Gras theme. I kind of want to drink something. I kind of want to throw beads, so it's kind of nice.
I drank last night. I had many ciders. They were tasty.
What a shocker. All right, and we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, answers. We're going to start with Dom.
Michael Giacchino.
And Thomas?
Pinar Toprak.
That is correct.
All right, guys, that's just going to bring us into question number 2, which comes from the category of DreamWorks animation. Who knocks on the gingerbread house during Shrek and Fiona's honeymoon and was scared away when they opened up the door?
Oh.
This is a category that we figured out I'm actually pretty good in a recent dark match.
That's true. And I still wish it would leave. 5, 4.
Repeat.
Okay, 1 repeat.
First repeat from Dom, and the question is, who knocks on the gingerbread house during Shrek and Fiona's honeymoon and was scared away when they opened up the door? You ever get scared away whenever somebody opens up the door?
Jehovah's Witnesses. 5.
I was going to say Mormons. But...
3, 2, 1. All right. Answers. We're going to go to Thomas first.
That would be the Little Red Riding Hood.
And Dom?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Both are correct. All right, guys. Oh, this new phone is very good at keeping score. All right. Your next question, guys, comes in Fandom quotes. Fandom quotes. Finish the line by Dr. Hammond. I bring scientists, you bring a blank in Jurassic Park. Just because it's a quote, I will give it actual, just technical, because that always helps me as a competitor. Finish the line from Dr. Hammond. I bring a scientist, you bring a blank in Jurassic Park. Love this. I love that we added this. I absolutely love these movies. They're mostly disaster movies after the first one, and that's fine with me.
And I mean, like the third one is considered pretty disastrous, as well as like the second one.
Ellen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers. We're gonna go to Dom.
I put lawyer.
That is incorrect. And Thomas.
I said gun.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Rockstar. Rockstar talking to you.
I just want to be a big rock star.
Oh, we're done.
Oh no. No. We're not going there. We're not
Sing
going
it,
there.
Brooklyn. Sing it.
No. Nickel. I would actually make Nickelback sound better. But your next question, guys, comes to the category of Disney animation. In Tangled, only 2 people have cut a portion of Rapunzel's hair. Who are they?
Interesting wordage for a question. I kind of like this.
Yes, Tangled, considered one of the underrated movies of the Disney modern era.
That's 100% true. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Thomas?
Flynn Rider and Mother Gothel.
Okay. And Dom?
Total guess. Mother Gothel and Flynn.
That is both correct. All right. You want to take? Is it mine? Oh, it's mine.
It's your turn. Yeah.
Disney live action. Who kisses Aurora, waking her up from a sleep like death, thanks to true love in Maleficent? Never seen this movie. Didn't think it was that great. Didn't sell me, so that's kind of cool. But we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers, and we're gonna go down.
Prince Philip?
That is incorrect. Tom.
I said Prince Philip too.
Looking for Maleficent.
Oh shit.
All right, you want to?
All right. Next question, guys, comes from Fast and Furious franchise.
Okay.
Your question is as follows: Brian tells Henry that he needed what in his car before his first race in the Fast and the Furious?
As somebody that's played in fandom and had to watch all these movies except one, I hate these. I really do. I really hate this franchise.
It's like wine. They get better after age. So
they get better after controlled substances. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers. We're gonna go to Thomas.
Gun.
Dom.
Nitrous?
That is correct.
To tie things up at 3 apiece.
All right. Next question, guys. We're going to go to Pixar. Pixar, everybody. What is the name of Crush's son who helps Marlin and Dory get to Sydney in Finding Nemo? I love this movie. I just watched it not long ago, and it still is so great. Finding Dory, not so much. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers. We're going to go down.
I still hold firm that Pixar's only made 2 great movies this decade. Squirt is the answer.
Well, that's an absolutely incorrect statement. And Thomas.
Squirt.
And with that stupid comment, Dom loses points. But
you wish.
And
Toy Story 3
on,
Inside Out.
guys.
Fight me.
Coco.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you racist.
Moving on.
Oh, that makes me a racist for not liking it. Okay.
To the next category. My personal favorite. Not at all. It's Star Wars.
Ugh.
Yay. Who plays Finn?
Coco is of this decade. Coco's not in there. Oof. That's
Not
a
even
rough
close.
statement. That's a rough statement.
I mean, Inside Out is the best of the bunch, but
I mean,
Story
it's
three
really
needs
close
to
to
be
be
an
Toy
Toy
Story
Story
3 and
3
Inside
couldn't
Out.
even wipe Coco's ass. 5,
Incredibles,
Okay,
hands down.
3,
Come on now.
2,
Incredibles
1.
2
It's a cash
for this
grab.
decade?
Incredibles,
It's a
the
cash
first
grab.
one.
Okay. That was last decade.
all right.
Answers. We're going to go Dom.
John Boyega.
And Tom.
Well, would make a great James Bond, John Boyega.
All right, guys. Studio Ghibli. Oof. Okay. What is Haku's real name in Spirited Away?
Often considered one of the greatest animated movies of our time, and I've still yet to see it.
Same. I've popped it in numerous times and turned it off as soon as before I hit play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go time.
Launch this category into the sun. I just said Miyake.
That is not right. And Dom.
I didn't even bother to answer. I still haven't seen this movie.
The correct answer they're looking for was Kohaku River.
Duh,
Kohaku
idiots.
River.
Gosh.
And your final question comes from not Star Wars, but Star Trek.
Who love the same thing.
Spock was left on what planet during the events of Wrath of Khan and, the search for Spock?
I absolutely love this one with the laser swords. I'm really fond of the pod race that happens in the very first one. It's so good. Love
I feel
it.
like that joke's been made like way too many times.
It's my bit, so shut your mouth. Just like making sandwiches is yours. That no one ever gets one. 5, 4,
They'd be pretty moldy
2,
after shipping.
1. Answers. We're gonna go to Dom
The new Genesis planet.
and Thomas.
What a shitty round. Delta Vega.
I'm gonna give Dom the point. He had a lot, but I'm guessing it's just the same. So yeah, Dom gets the point.
Yeah, the answer we had here was Genesis, but I will also concur. All right, as we move into round number 2, Dom has a score of 6-5.
So after round 1, we have, like Brooklyn said, 6 for Dom, 5 for Thomas, and Dom has decided to spin first. Brooklyn's going to run off the categories and pretty much read every question in round 2 because I'm not allowed to see them.
All right, and your categories, before I bring the wheel up, are Fast and Furious, Pixar, Wizarding World, Marvel Cinematic Universe, Studio Ghibli, DreamWorks Animation, Disney Live Action, Rocky, and as always, Spinners and Opponent's Choice. Let us apply those wheel changes and share our screen. Mr. Rizzi, your spin is in, and it will land on Rocky. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Dom,
Oh, damn.
I suggest spinning away from that.
Oh, damn.
I don't think that's one that we want to keep.
Damn, I'm good at Rocky, but sure, spin again.
All right. Per manager's request, we are spinning
Manager
again.
doesn't even know what his client's
my
good at.
God, seriously.
And we are going to the Fast and Furious franchise.
All right, I can do that. I can do
I will
that.
be
You're better
administering.
at fast. You're good.
I'll be administering your questions in Fast and Furious. Your first question is: in the Fast and the Furious, who does Brian initially think is behind the truck hijackings?
Oh, that's oh my God, what's the fucking guy's name? It's Johnny Tran. Johnny Tran.
That is correct for 2 points.
Fuck, I couldn't remember his name for 2 seconds.
Next question in Fast and Furious. What member of the team tells Brian that they make a better special agent than Brian ever did?
Oh, that's Roman Pierce.
And this is correct for another 2 points.
Fast 5, yeah.
Your third question. Which film in the franchise has an opening scene in the Dominican Republic?
Oh, the DR. That's Fast and Furious.
That is correct for another 2 points. Your penultimate question in Fast and Furious. In Too Fast, Too Furious, how does Verone torture the cop to buy a window of time?
Oh, he puts a rat in his stomach, puts a metal bucket over it, and lights a blowtorch on it in order to try and get the rat to chew into his stomach.
I'll accept that. We have rat in a bucket, but I'll accept that.
Yeah, I went a little bit too technical, but rat in a bucket.
All right, and your final question of Fast and Furious. How many Fast and Furious films does Eva Mendes appear in?
That would be 2, Utah. 2. 2 Fast and Furious and Fast 5.
That is absolutely correct for another 2 points. A clean sweep of the category. That managerial decision to spin the wheel again has deemed to be successful. Somehow, Caleb was a good manager, but we have a score of 16-5 going into Thomas's round 2 portion. He is going to need a spin here. Your spin is in, and it lands on.
Sweat right now.
Landing on Pixar. You want to keep it or spin again?
Can I see the wheel, please?
Yeah, so you have Pixar, Wizarding World, MCU, Studio Ghibli, DreamWorks Animation, Disney Live Action, Rocky, Spinners and Opponent's Choice.
I'm going to spin again. I'm going to spin again.
All right. Both players opting for that second spin, and it's going to land on Wizarding World.
Yeah.
Going into the realm of the Harry Potters. And your question. Hold crap. Just gonna do this. Perfect. All right. So, your first question in the category of the Wizarding World. What memory did Harry think of when he first tried to cast Expecto Patronum in Prisoner of Azkaban?
This is the first attempt. So, are we talking about like the first attempt he makes, or the successful attempt he makes?
What memory did Harry think of when he first tried to cast Expecto Patronum?
5, 4.
The first time he flew a broomstick.
That is absolutely correct for 2 points. Your next question in Wizarding World. In Deathly Hallows Part 2, what is the name of the waterfall in Gringotts that wipes away enchantments?
The Thieves' Downfall.
That is absolutely correct for 2 points.
Let's pull that one out of my ass.
Nice.
Third question in the Wizarding World. What spell does Hermione use to defeat the Devil's Snare in the Sorcerer's Stone?
Give me multiple choice. I'll know when I hear it.
All right, your options are A, Lumos Solum, B, Lumos Maxima, C, Incendio, or D, Lacarnum Inflammare.
A.
That is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question in the Wizarding World. Who plays Dolores Umbridge in the Harry Potter series?
Imelda Staunton.
That is absolutely correct for 2 points. And your final question going into Wizarding World. In Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, who was revealed as the killer of Corvus Lestrange V?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Gellert Grindelwald, B, Albus Dumbledore, C, Arnold Guzman, or D, Letta Lestrange.
Letta Lestrange.
That is absolutely correct for 1 point.
I try so hard to forget that movie, but I can't.
You and me both.
All right. So coming out of round number 2, Tom being able to manage his way around Wizarding World. Also 16-13 going into round number 3. Cody, how does round number 3 work?
Round 3 is going to work as the betting round. You can bet up to 0 to 2 points on each category. We will give you the category. You will write down your point value, and then we will ask you the question. So if you get it right, you gain those points. If you lose, you get it until somebody is mathematically eliminated. All right, I will read what your first category is in round 3, and it is Marvel. Marvel. How much would you like to bet in Marvel?
That's smart, Rizzi.
That's smart. All right,
And this
Dom,
is
what
non
do you
MCU. This is non MCU, right?
This is non-MCU.
That's
All right, 1 point.
1 point, and
I'm gonna go 2.
okay. All right, and your question, guys, is what type of dog did Roxy pick in Kingsman: The Secret Service? What kind of poochie? Dogs. You like
Dogs. I have one. Yes. Very rambunctious, very energetic.
Same.
Loves to run.
5.
Repeat the question.
All right.
The first repeat for Tom.
Thomas's first repeat. What type of dog did Roxy pick in Kingsman: The Secret Service? I about said the Golden Circle. That would have been a completely different
It's a very different question because that is the sequel.
Right.
Also,
We're going to go
much
in
worse movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers. We're going to go to Dom first.
I put a poodle.
And Thomas.
Boxer.
That is, Dom gets the point, and Thomas loses 2.
All right, 17-11 going into question number 2. Your category, gentlemen, will be Rocky. How many points would you like to bid on the Rocky franchise?
Play it safe.
Oh, okay. Thomas, how many are you betting?
I got to gain somehow. I'm just gonna go 1.
Okay. And Dom.
None.
0. All right, be sure to answer along, as they say, as the cool kids, for stats purposes, Mr. Rizzi. Your question, gentlemen, is as follows. Who plays Bianca in the Creed films?
Wow.
Where some should have thought they should have bet more, some should have maybe bet something that didn't really matter. It's still, that's the question.
Oh, the glories of the betting
4,
ground.
3, 2, 1. Thomas.
Valkyrie herself, Tessa Thompson.
And Dom.
Tessa Thompson. I'm still 5 points ahead, so.
You are.
All right,
You lost
12-17. Going to the next question.
We're going Wizarding World. Wizarding World. How much would you like to bet in Wizarding World?
I want 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
And Dom.
2.
All right. Bold strategies here, Cotton. Let's see if they pay off.
Is that Seamus? Yeah. Seamus says that Sirius Black is spotted in what town outside of Hogwarts in The Prisoner of Azkaban?
I believe, per correct pronunciation, it's Seamus, or would it be just Seamus?
Seamus Finnegan. That's the name.
Seamus. Okay. I read that phonetically instead of Irish.
Such a great language in English is.
It is. Right. 5.
What's the
4,
plural of moose?
3,
Also moose.
2,
Meese.
1. Answers. We're going to go Dom first.
Dufftown.
And Thomas.
It's not far from here. Dufftown.
Okay.
All right, 19-14. As we go into the next question, there is still an 8-point spread, so I think we are still alive here.
We are.
Your next category, gentlemen, scores and soundtracks. How fitting that I asked a question from this category.
Yeah, right?
All right, I'll go to Dom first.
None.
0, and Mr. Scully.
All or nothing. 2.
2. All right, we'll see how this goes. And your question is as follows. Finish the lyrics from the song Stand Out in a Goofy movie. There's nothing that I wouldn't do if it was getting you to notice blank. I'm looking for 2 words.
Again, this is the strategy where it plays off. Apparently, Dom has adapted it finally. It took him
Legitimately-
7 matches.
Legitimately
Again.
one of the most underrated animated movies of all
The
time.
next repeat, he wants to repeat. So he has 1 left. You're muted, buddy. You're muted. I don't know what happened. You just stopped.
How's that?
Yep,
There.
you're good.
Cool. All right, sorry. Finish the lyrics from the song Stand Out in a Goofy movie. There's nothing that I wouldn't do if it was getting you to notice blank. Looking for 2 words.
Goofy movie.
This is in my 100 greatest films of all time. But
It's a pretty great movie.
You need to watch some more movies. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers.
I'll go to Thomas first.
Loving You.
And Dom.
I'm Alive.
And your winner, the movie nerd, Dominic Rizzi. The answer indeed was I'm Alive.
Love that movie. Love that song. Great song. Great movie.
All right. So final score of 19-12. Dominic improving to 7-1. That's got to be a scary record going forward with any opponent in his way.
Yeah,
Coming for Robert.
Yeah, that record is really strong. He's a fearful player. Again, Thomas didn't play a bad match. It's just you can't afford to have be down in points against Dom. And now he's adapted strategy, so he made.
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't either. But you still have Caleb Cole on your side, so it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I think Thomas will be back. He's got a 500 record, but still, he's lost 2 close matches. This one just Fast and the Furious, and he had to go multiple choice twice in Wizarding World, which was probably the difference in the game, really, because Dom went perfect. So, do you want to conduct post-match interviews or me?
Sure, I will.
Okay.
And we are now here with some post-match interviews. Going to start off with the winner, the movie nerd himself, Dominic Rizzi. Dominic, you and Tom said yourselves, so you guys had a sort of a stumbling performance in round 1. But round number 2 was sort of the difference maker. You had Rocky, but your manager was like, nah, fam, you got to spin something else. And you're like, all right, fam, I guess I agree. Spin. Oof. You get Fast and Furious, and you somehow amaze all of us, and you go perfect. You go 5 for 5, 10 points. How do you feel about your performance?
Well, I think I'll let Caleb speak first because he turned on the camera. Unless you want me to speak first, Caleb.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Okay.
Look, when you say that Rizzi hasn't adopted strategy, that's when we brought him into the kingdom. One of the things she said we're going to work on. And Rizzi is a great player. He knows his stuff. He's is the greatest player of all time when it comes to fandom. Fuck Robert Parker. Dominic Rizzi is going to win this tournament. He's going to beat Robert. He's going to be the singles champion, and he's going to prove it. Look at his fucking record, 7-1. And you see what we did when we sit down, we work together, we break down what he needs to do, and he did it today. I'm very proud of Dom. He crushed it today. This is all you, man.
His last match was in the kingdom, and he almost lost because of strategy. And Robert's undefeated, so maybe you should learn how to keep a record book.
Cody, I hope that you can simmer down once.
What is his next
Hey,
opponent,
Cody, you're gonna have a
Caleb?
heart attack here. Go back to the old man's phone, please. Shut the fuck up. Bye. This is our interview.
This
Bye-bye.
old man
Go.
kicked your ass.
Go trim your scraggly beard. Go put some more
This
red hair
old
dye in
man
that.
beat
Go away.
you.
Hey,
All right.
I thought this was my post-match interview.
Guys, some of us gentlemen, some of us have jobs tomorrow, so we have to go to work. But how funny that the oh yeah, we're gonna improve our strategy is a self-proclaimed bad at math person. So take that as you will. But Dominic, you are going up against in the next round. All right. So as we go into the next round of the Fandom Summer Series tournament, you have the option of Richard Swartz or the Macaw herself, Maggie Bracala. If you had to pick your poison, who would it be and why?
Well, I mean, I love Richard, but I've already beat him, so I mean, he's an easy win. And Maggie, I guess I've never played her. I have no idea what her skill set is, but if she's anything like her brother or her husband, then what's it called? I guess that she's good, I guess, but I don't know. I just consider the next person. Like I said, I'll keep saying the same thing I always said: lambs to the slaughter.
Look, Maggie's 3-0. She's had a great start here. But when you look at the 3 people she's beat, it's bottom of the barrel with victory. Look, if she can beat Rizzi, which she can't, it would be a massive feat. But here's the thing. No matter what, Rizzi's just going to mow down everyone in this tournament all the way till he gets that belt. That's what's going to happen. Kingdom forever, man. We got this.
Yeah, and Tom, I also just want to say, no slouch, played a great match, and because that fucking Fantastic Beasts question would have tripped me up too, because that movie's a heaping pile of dog shit, because J.K. Rowling needs to step the fuck back from writing screenplays, because she's terrible at it.
Dom showing respect to his competitor against the general mantra of the kingdom, which is be a douche as always. Plus, congratulations to you, Dom. We now go to our unfortunate loser, Tom Scully. Tom, same thing in round one. You had a bit of a hurt, like a hurdle. You had some couple speed bumps. Round two, you got Wizarding World, but when you're up against Dom, those multiple choices proved to be costly going into round three. What was your mindset going into round three when it was 16-13?
No, I thought I had a pretty solid chance to potentially win this thing if I got some categories that I knew I'd be strong in. The Marvel one, I bet too, because I got Marvel against Henry Sanchez, and I mowed through that round pretty easily. But the Marvel question hurt me. And then the Rocky question, Rocky is how I lost the James White match. So I bet one there. Obviously, I probably should have swapped the two bets there. But in round three, it's kind of a crapshoot because you could get a question that know well, but you don't bet enough points in a category that you don't do very well in, or vice versa. But I thought I had a pretty strong showing altogether. I mean, Dom's got 7 wins. I mean, he like Ho said, he's going to go for that belt. And I'll be watching all of his matches intently. I'll be rooting for him. I mean, he's a fantastic competitor, mowing through Fast and Furious, which is a category that I will never be very good in. That's massive respect to him. But I think what really hurt me was that round one. I've had the incredible fortune of doing well in round one in every match I've played here in Fandom. Today just didn't go my way. But I'm not disappointed in my performance. But this is my first year here. I'm young. I'll be back. I'm ready to play anybody. So, commissioners of the league, whoever you got, throw them at me. I'm ready for another match.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say: those that can't do host matches. But let's send it over to the desk of Cody and Brooklyn.
Wow, big words from Caleb, but not facts at all. Dom's a strong player. He doesn't need Caleb at all. Obviously, he did what Caleb couldn't do, is make it out of round one. And Thomas is a great player. I've already said 2-2 is not shows what that man's record is. Hey, watch a Rocky film, so you don't lose on it and you bet more on it, so it doesn't scare you. It's actually a great franchise. But yeah, it was Dom's going to have a great next round. Again, Maggie, in the fellowship, we've talked about lowering our expectations. We're here just to have fun with Maggie. We're not going to make her the next Robert. That's not what our plan is for Maggie. We just want her to test her knowledge and have fun playing it. We don't want her to get discouraged. Dom's a buzzsaw. He's going to do great in this tournament. So, yeah, the worst part is he's going to probably bring a title at some point, not with Robert there, but he's going to bring a title at some point to the kingdom, and that's the worst thing ever. How did you feel about the post-match?
Post-match is good. Caleb just spitting his shit and then hoping something lands. But it's always great to see good sportsmanship, and I thought that was good between Dominic and Tom, even considering that it's a 1 versus 16. I thought this match was really close, and you know what? It was those inches that got Dom that win. But that's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, that has been Fandom Fights. Thomas will be back in the ring after the tournament's over. Dom will be playing the winner of Richard or Maggie. For Dom, for Brooklyn, for Thomas, for Cody, for that piece of shit Caleb. This has been Fandom Fights. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Drive unsafe.
Drive safely.